KwaZulu-Natal with Premier Thami Ntuli, who joins us now. Very good afternoon to you, Premier. Thanks very much for your time. One would imagine that your cabinet would have discussed this scholar transport program. What is your take as the provincial executive?
Well, good afternoon, Voyo, and the viewers at home. As much as I thought we were going to talk about something else, but on the subject, the issue of the scholar transport, we had a report to the cabinet, but in fact indicating the financial distress of which I allowed the treasurer together with the two MECs for both transport and education to sit down and find a way that will ensure that we are able to provide the scholar transport to our kids in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. On a different matter that you are citing, I'm still going to engage officially with the MEC for Treasury and the MEC for Transport so that I'll get almost the full details and on the way forward too. But the assurance that the provision of scholar transport to schools is not going to be hampered by those engagements is an important assurance, because even on the financial distress part, that is what we were seeking to ensure that we achieve to continue providing the scholar transport to the children in the province of KwaZulu-Natal.
Let's then go back to the issue you raised of the transport, because what we heard yesterday was that that department is days. Within days, the Department of Transport could actually be put under administration, and this is what has led the ANC, your partner in the provincial government of national unity, to then say that they believe they are being targeted. In other words, the IFP, of which you are part, and the DA, of which the MEC for Finance is responsible. You are both targeting the ANC. You're using your positions as quote-unquote weapons to attack the ANC in the government of provincial unity. This was said by the ANC's provincial task team leader, Mike Mabuyakhulu, yesterday here on this program. I don't know if you heard me, Premier. What I was saying was that the transport matter you touched on, as well as pronouncements made around education, the ANC feels that these you as a member or as the Premier belong to the IFP, and the MEC responsible for Treasury, who belongs to the DA, you are using your positions, or your parties, MECs are using their positions as weapons to attack the ANC in the government of provincial unity.
Well, I'm not aware of as such, especially a reference to my office. I'm not aware, except that the message was a message congratulating what the provincial government did to declare the resting place of Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi as a provincial heritage site, though they also cited some challenges regarding the two MECs in the GPU. But there is a platform, in fact, to address such issues, because you see a government of unity consisting of different political parties, there is a need of sustained engagements in order to ensure that when there are issues, those issues internally, we find a platform of considering them.
But, I mean, have you been able to actually have those conversations as the government of provincial unity? In other words, have you been able to deal with the issue of the two ANC MECs that some people believe you need to crack the whip on? Have you been able to address the allegations that the ANC is making that the MEC responsible for finance in the province is using his position to actually beat up the ANC? Has the ANC raised with you another complaint that the MEC responsible for COCTA in the province is targeting ANC municipalities? All of this they see as an attempt to try and actually put the ANC in bad light. This is what the ANC is saying.
Well, my understanding is that you see, when you are in a government of unity, different political parties, there will always be a need of engagements, even when there are issues. There are platforms wherein we consider issues. We are a stable government. We're the first to form government after the 2024 elections, and we never had issues that seems to threaten the stability, except that as we work, there will always be important matters that will require that we sit down on the table and look at the matters. We do engage with the leaders of the parties in the GPU on a regular basis, including the ANC. Well, after the statement I saw yesterday, and I've already engaged with some of the leaders in different parties, from different political parties, to say there is a need that then we need to come together and try and look at the concerns, which are daily issues that will always obviously take place as we do work, as we try to rebuild the future of the province. And on the two MECs, I've said there is work that is underway, and at the right time, I will be able then to give my decision, because I don't have to be emotional. This is government. We're talking about bigger departments, the lives of the people of KwaZulu-Natal. It is important that then when we come to a point wherein we say, here is a decision, it must be a decision that will stand the test of time.
Very briefly, Premier, I know we have run out of time, but I have to ask you this, because it's one of the things that led to people saying things are falling apart in your provincial cabinet. A couple of days ago, you were in Cape Town with your Western Cape counterparts, together with a lot of your MECs, but conspicuous by their absence were ANC MECs. Do you know why they didn't attend that particular session with you?
No, they were present. The ANC MECs were present, all of them. It was actually 100% attendance, except that on the second day, even myself, I had to leave to a meeting in Pretoria, and one other MEC had to leave to another community, but it was 100% attendance. On the first day, they had their meeting, then they joined us on the second day. 100% attendance was realized in their visit to Cape Town.
Thank you very much for your time, Premier Thami Ntuli, the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, giving us some clarity on a number of issues that have been happening in the last while in that province.